Hi, my name's Thoulion, and today we're going to be looking at Lake Elsinore Unified School District's own Transportation Center. So here I am with Heather. She is the Secretary for Transportation. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So how long have you worked here, Heather?
I've been here for 2 years now, almost to the date.
Nice. So what do you do as a Secretary for Transportation?
For the most part, payroll is a big responsibility. Payroll and making sure all of the facility bills are paid for the buses, parks, things like that. And doing bus passes, there's lots of little things that are involved, but those are mainly the 3 big things that I have to do.
Right. And what are the typical calls you get as a Secretary?
Well, I also handle part of, because our director's title is part of facilities, so I also get a lot of facilities use calls, people that want to rent out parts of our schools for maybe church services or different dance productions, things like that. I handle all of those things as well. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks Heather for answering these questions. Here I am with Mr. Durham, the Director of Transportation and Facility Services. How are you, sir?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. So, Mr. Durham, how long have you worked here in transportation?
I've worked in transportation for over 30 years, but I've worked here at Lake Elsinore Unified School District for 11.
That's awesome. What's the type of work you get as the Director of Transportation?
Primarily administering the program, transportation policies, procedures, protocol, setting up route systems, designing schedules, working with bell schedules, work with garage and maintenance of vehicles, those types of things.
All right. And it says Director of Transportation and Facility Services. What do you do around as Facility Services?
I'm responsible for facilities use. That's any outside organization who wants to use our facilities, our ball fields, our swimming pools. I administer that program. I'm responsible for administration over the AED systems, which are the defibrillators, crossing guards, the campus supervisors. I administer those programs as well. I am the supervisor for the theater and all the theater productions. There's a theater staff of 3 that I'm responsible for, both community users and internal users, and small construction projects as well.
All right. Do you like where you work?
Love it.
And what about the people you work with? Do you love your employees?
I love my employees. It's like a little family here in transportation and in the other areas that I work. We're here with these folks more time or longer periods of time than I am at home often. Good quality people who care about kids, care about schools, and here in transportation and in the other areas we care about one another.
All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Durham, for letting me ask you some questions.
You're more than welcome.
Right. Now that we met some people in the office, let's see some people who get their hands dirty. Here I am with Danny, the lead mechanic in the mechanic shop. Hi, Danny. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Good. So how long have you worked here?
I've been working here for about 10 years now.
10 years. Yeah. Nice. So what does it mean to be the lead mechanic?
The lead mechanic is pretty much, I'm still a mechanic. I'm just in charge of overseeing what everybody else does, distributing the work evenly amongst all the mechanics here.
Okay.
And also I'm in charge of, diagnosing all the vehicles. That way I can distribute the work through, properly.
Alright.
Yeah.
And do you like your work here?
I love it.
And the people you work with?
It's really nice. We have a good group. Everybody's really nice here. Everybody gets along. So that's a nice place to work.
Alright. Well, that's all the questions I have for you.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thanks so
Nice
much.
to meet you. So here I am with Francisco. He's one of the main mechanics here at Transportation. How you doing, Francisco?
I'm doing fine. How about you?
Good. So how long have you worked here in transportation, Francisco?
Been here for a year and a half.
Year and a half. Nice. So what are the typical problems you get here with these buses?
Well, it's mainly regular maintenance, wear and tear. Just we do inspection of 45 days or 3,000 miles, whichever comes first. That's a CHP requirement. And when we do our inspections, then we find problems like this one needed wheel seals, brakes, and we just keep going and keep finding and replacing stuff till the bus is ready and safe to go back on the route.
Yeah. So, do you like where you work here?
I like it.
And the people you work with?
I enjoy everybody that works here.
All right. Well, that's all the questions I have for you right now, Francisco.
Okay,
Thank you
well,
so
if you
much.
have any more questions, come back.
All right. So the next mechanic we're gonna meet is my dad. He actually works here in the mechanic shop. Let's go meet him. Hi, Dad.
Hey buddy, how you doing, man?
Good, how are you? So, how long have you worked here, Dad?
I have been in transportation for just over a year and a half.
Year and a half. It's been that long, huh?
Year and 8 months, I think, something like that, yeah.
Wow. So you've told me that you worked on something called the White Fleet. What is that?
The white fleet for our district is vehicles like this. They're actually white for the most part. Our grounds vehicles, our maintenance and operation vehicles, the administration vehicles. We have some loaner vehicles back here as well. Pretty much anything that's not yellow.
Okay.
That's a district vehicle I work on.
So that means you've even worked on the golf carts that we see around here at Elsinore?
The golf carts as well, yes. I do the security carts.
Oh, security carts.
Yeah.
All right.
Somebody else takes care of the custodial carts.
All right. And do you like where you work here?
I do. I love it. It's a lot better than I actually anticipated. I fought for a long time to get in here, and I'm finally here, and I love it.
That's awesome. And do you like the people you work with?
I do like the people I work with. We have a good time. We joke around a lot, but at the same time, we get work done.
All right. And all right, Dad. Final question: who's your favorite son?
Well, of course, you, Cole. You're my baby.
Aww. This has been Lake Elsinore Unified School District's own transportation center. I hope you enjoyed what you watched, and I'll see you again. See ya.